Everyone has a fear that they hope they never face, a fear they don't want to face, but somehow they can. However, my fear is the biggest fear of them all. The fear of leaving my home behind, leaving a place where I grew up and started my life, back to a place where I know no one and have a lesser chance of being who I am. My fear is deportation.
My name is Keyshawn Strand, and I was born in Kingston, Jamaica. Now that Donald J. Trump is president, I fear that I, along my fellow youth immigrants, will face deportation. For one, I'm scared because I don't want to get deported back to a country that I haven't visited since I moved to the U.S. I have families that's down there, but I don't know anything about them. I moved to the United States of America when I was 2 years old. I grew up here, went to school here, met new friends, got comfortable, and built my whole life in America.
Elect President Donald Trump wants to deport undocumented immigrants. He wants to get rid of all immigrants in the U.S. illegally. Whether you are youth or adult age, Mr. Trump doesn't care. However, deporting young immigrants back to their home countries isn't the right way to handle the situation. In a recent NPR article, Donald Trump vows that his administration will deport millions of immigrants who are in this country illegally. I can't just sit here and allow this to happen without speaking up, voicing my opinion, and taking a stand. The whole purpose of migrating to the United States is for a better chance at life and to be open to more opportunities. In the U.S., there's over 42.2 million immigrants total here in America.
On the other hand, there's 11.1 million undocumented immigrants out of the 42.2 million that are here in America. Out of the 11.1, 1 million are youth immigrants that are under the age of 18 without documentation. And more than 4 million immigrants under the age of 30 live in the U.S. without documentation. Out of 11.1 million total immigrants that migrated to the U.S., 5.4 million are youth. That's almost half of the population that are young immigrants.
When Donald Trump gave his speech, it frightened thousands of dreamers. Dreamers, also known as the DREAM Act, are young immigrants that moved to the U.S. because of decisions made by their relatives to secure their safety and have a better life here in America.
What are you most worried about?
I'm just worried about that we actually working hard, doing a lot of stuff, and like people just think we come here and like think bad about us just for one people from one race, and it kind of sucks because all my family just wake up early, go to work, just for us to eat or something, and people be thinking like we kill people, we sell drugs and all this stuff, and I think that sucks.
If we're unwilling to invest in the children of immigrants just because they don't look like us, we will diminish the prospects of our own children, because those brown kids will represent a larger and larger share of America's workforce.
The DREAM Act was introduced on April 25, 2001 by Luis Gutierrez, a Democrat from Illinois. The DREAM Act allows students to be protected from deportation and giving them a chance at permanent residency. If they met the criteria, which were they had to be attending a secondary or post-secondary school, or they had to currently be enrolled into an institution college, they had to enter the state at the age of 16 or before that age. They couldn't be no older than 25. They had to live in the U.S. for a maximum of 5 years and proof of residency. However, as the year went on, the requirements has changed.
This issue is a major problem because if Donald J. Trump pulls through with his plan, a lot of youth immigrants are going back to a place where they don't have as many opportunities as they got here in America. They're going back to their home countries without any leverage. It will be terrifying if they would have to start over after they already start living their life here in America. Families migrated to the U.S. with their young ones to start a new chapter in their life. Youth immigrants didn't have any control of the decision that was made for them.
U.S. citizens don't want immigrants in general here because they believe they have a negative impact on the economy. Some native-born feel left out because illegal immigrants are taking their jobs and money out of their pockets. They say immigrants don't want to become citizens. They just want to work here and send all their money back to their home countries instead of spending it here.
So if we're going to be serious about race going forward, we need to uphold laws against discrimination in hiring and in housing. and in education and in the criminal justice system.
This chart shows out of 11.1 million undocumented immigrants, 8 million of them are in the workforce. That's 71.4% of the total number of illegal immigrants that are working in America. 44 out of 50 states has a great amount of illegal immigrants working in their cities.
Do you think by deporting unauthorized immigrants, your country will perform better? If so, that's not likely to happen. Immigrants are actually less likely to be criminals than native-borns. In 2010, 1.6% of male immigrants through the age 18 through 30 was incarcerated. However, in the same year, 3.3% of male native-borns was also incarcerated, making U.S. male native-borns 1.7% more likely to cause trouble than male immigrants. A possible way to solve this problem and prevent deportation, we will need to implement better jobs and programs. Give immigrants a chance to work. Give them a chance to prove themselves and their worthiness of being here in America. There are two good programs out there that help this situation: the New American Career Pathway Project and the government benefits. The New American Pathway Project is a program started by President Obama. The program gives illegal youth immigrants that are still in school a chance of having a summer job. Next program is the government benefits program. This program allows illegal immigrants to apply for a 3-year working permit. However, this program isn't only for illegal youth, it's for all illegal immigrants. It helps them gain experience in the workforce and allow them to provide for themselves plus their family.